Alright guys, this is Josh from 570 and welcome back to the channel. This is 30 hours after the Taser 30-second challenge that I did yesterday. If you haven't seen that video, I will link that video in the video right here, so you can go up and click on that. It's taking off. It's being talked about all over. I took a 30-second ride from this, the Taser Pulse that I was sent, and with Taser sponsoring this channel for the Taser Pulse video, I'll tell you what, I feel like I got hit by a truck. I'm going to show some footage of it as I'm talking, but I hit pretty hard on the ground. I'm glad I had a mouthpiece. I'm glad I did it in my yard so that there'd be some grass there. But I hit pretty hard, like on the left side of my face and on my neck. I can only imagine a perpetrator running away from somebody, police officer or whatever, you know, raising their taser, firing this thing, as you see in the countless video clips. That person just locking up and then falling directly on their face onto some pavement. I can assure you it's painful. I can assure you they're going to feel like they've been in a fight the next day, because that's how I feel. My entire body is sore. My stomach, my chest, my obliques, my lats, my arms are even sore. The taser didn't even hit my arms, but if you watch the video, my arms are kind of locked in this systematic, rhythmic, electrifying pulse that I couldn't control. Of course, the side of my face is sore, and my neck. So, do I regret it? No. I absolutely enjoyed every second of getting hit from this thing. I put myself on the line for you guys, for views, to show you what's out there, to show you what's cool. I did a search for Taser Pulse, people who've experienced the Taser Pulse, and everybody's taken 5-second rides, including other big name YouTubers who went to a gun show and they shot him, and it was like a 5-second ride, and they gave him one of these for free. I took a full 30-second ride with no assistance to the ground, so I can give you my personal opinion on how it feels. Does it hurt? It does not hurt. It's hard to describe because it's not like pain that you're feeling. It's just the inability to move. Total loss of muscles. You can't move. I'll show you footage now too. You can see, like, I started to, you can hear me like grunting. I started to fight through it because I wanted to try to stand up. And you can see my arm coming around and trying to push off the ground, but it was not something that I could obtain at that moment, because the voltage and the amperage going through my body was just too much. What else? I'm glad it hit on the first try. I'll be honest with you. I'm glad Pedro didn't shut this thing off to try to save me, because I wouldn't want to do it again, unless of course I get sponsored by another self-defense product that wants to send me their thing, and I will test it for you. These probes are remarkably tough to get out. I can see rolling around on the ground, because I've seen countless videos of people rolling around the ground with these things, trying to pull at these wires. There is no way you're getting these probes out just by pulling on the wires or rolling around the ground. It's just not happening. I honestly think that this cartridge would pop out of the gun before that would happen. So you'd be rolling around with this cartridge on the ground, but essentially being useless. So the officer could then reload another cartridge, or just pick up the end of this cartridge and put it back in. But the officer also has the ability to fire this thing up and use it manually to drive stun the attacker down and use this just like a stun gun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was one of the wickedest things I've done since I've been on YouTube. Everybody said I was going to pee myself. I didn't pee myself. I kind of assured that I wasn't going to. I've taken a full cycle from something called a rack belt, and I didn't pee myself then. And that supposedly makes everybody pee themselves. But I wasn't able to stand. They did hold me up for that. But I didn't pee myself. So I think as long as you had an empty bladder, as long as you weren't consuming a ton of liquid right before, or if you were sick, I could see if you were sick and then you got hit with this, you could lose all control of your bowels or your you know, ability to keep vomit down or anything like that. I found the most difficult part was breathing. My body was in such a state of shock that I kind of forgot to breathe, and I was trying to fight through it. Yeah, and I don't know if you've ever lifted weights. You're supposed to breathe. Some people, they'll hold their breath while they push, and then as soon as they get to the top, they'll take a quick breath before they, because if you're holding your breath the entire time, you're not getting any oxygen to your head, and your range of motion, your strength is quickly going to diminish as you use up the oxygen that's inside your lungs. So you do have to bring in some new air. And when you're getting shocked by this taser, it's almost impossible. So maybe that's one of the causes, the effects of getting hit with this taser. But whatever it is, it's certainly worked. I've taken a lot of punishment. Pedro himself has felt how strong I am. I have balled up everybody that has come across me in hand-to-hand type of combat. Whether it be my martial arts training outside of the Marine Corps, then the Marine Corps. You know, I pride myself on being a tough guy. I don't necessarily have to show it all the time, and I'm not the guy that kind of talks shit because I have nothing to prove to anybody. But this taser put me down fast. I bounced off the ground. So that in a nutshell is 24 hours how I feel after the incident with the taser. I'm gonna go upstairs and rub some Biofreeze on my neck. I'm gonna take a hot shower, and I'm gonna probably get out. I have one of those massage things that goes on the back of your neck for when you're sitting on the couch. I'll probably put that to use tonight. But you know, we're gonna keep trucking because I got a lot more stuff to film. I got some more footage to show you guys. But it's going to get more and more exciting. I don't know if we can ramp this up. We just might be able to as soon as these companies become aware of Josh from the 570 experience. But yeah, we're going to see if we can ramp this up a little bit and maybe get some more products thrown our way that we can try out. But for now, guys, I want to thank all of you for sharing my video, for liking the video. I was telling somebody else today, comments in the comment section of a video means so much, just because, for one, it shows me that you're paying attention. Even if it's like a comment about something that happens in the beginning of the video, when you bring up something that happens at the end of the video, it means a lot, because it shows me that you've watched the entire video and you paid attention to certain things as they happened. And it's weird to say, it's 2019. It's just like getting a handwritten letter in the mail, you know? Like, if you're going to take the time to comment on somebody's video, that means you really cared about the thought that you put into, whether it be trolling or whether it be a genuine thought. You really cared enough to want to say, hell yeah, that was an awesome video, or you suck, pussy, pick it up and do it again, you missed, or whatever it is. It shows that you care. So comments in the comment section are big to me. They mean a lot, and I want to thank all of my subscribers. We got lots of things planned, so stay tuned.